guys, today we have a very special episode. I'm going to show you how I throw something tiny on the wheel. I'm going to throw this little guy and then my husband is going to carve it. So, very special episode with two kinds of tutorials built into one. And at the end, this vessel is going to be transformed into something completely new. So, check it out.
So to get started, I make sure my clay is secure and begin to center the clay. Sometimes I center a very small piece of clay, but throwing off the hump allows me to throw multiple miniatures at once. So that's what I'm going to show you. I'm going to bring up the clay to a cone and compress the top. And then afterwards, I'm going to use a small wooden tool to open up the clay. Throwing a mini can be very similar to throwing any vessel on the wheel. There's just some slight modifications that you have to do. So here I'm going to start to bring up those walls. Starting at the bottom, climbing slowly to the top, always aware of how much clay I have to work with. I'm going to taper the walls in so that I can define that neck. And eventually it's going to take more of the form of a vase. I'm going to use the modeling tool that I have that has a nice small bottom to it, that way I can shape the inside of the vessel. And then I'm going to take the flat side of it to shape the exterior wall. And this is going to remove any excess moisture, and it's going to compress that wall and give it more definition. And periodically I'll clean my tool, that way I have something good to work with. And this is where the foot starts to take its shape. I love using this modeling tool to give it more definition. And once I'm satisfied with the form of it, I'm going to start to look at that lip and make sure that it gets really well defined with this pin tool. Remove any excess clay. Make any small modifications necessary, and then I'm going to remove it from the wheel.
For the rest of this tutorial, I'm going to have Asa join me and tell us a little bit about how he carved this mini vase. Asa, the first question I have for you is, how did you get started?
By pressing into it. The first mark is always the hardest, but with this piece I liked the round shape of it, so I knew I wanted to do something that was very balanced in its pattern, and so the easiest thought that came to my mind for a nice balanced shape was a straight line going down and then making it balanced from there. To create the balance, I just kind of eyeball it. I look at it as I make one mark and then I flip it over as best I can to make it the exact same spot on the opposite side. And then from there it's just division. I kind of split the difference of the two marks and make a mark where I think the middle is, and then I do the same a few times, and that's how I get a nice balanced shape with about 6 to 8 sides. I can't remember exactly how many this one had.
So you're essentially dividing it like you would cut an orange.
Absolutely.
Tell me about the tools that you're using.
The wood tools are very nice for creating a lot of unique detail.
It looks really clean.
Yes, the pressing in of the wood tools allows the clay to just kind of go into itself rather than trying to cut it away and expose some of the grog that's there. It leaves it a really nice smooth surface, and it's really a nice set of tools to work with sometimes.
So when you're carving something this small, is there anything different from when you're carving something larger?
The time, less surface to carve, so it just goes by a bit quicker. A lot of the times these little ones actually have a little bit more of a buildup of clay than some of the bigger ones. It's not being stretched as far, and it's even a little thicker at times. So these little ones actually offer a little bit of a grace that the bigger ones don't sometimes. Just because of their small shape, their structure has a bit more, I guess, thickness to it, so it holds up under the impression carving a little bit better than some of the bigger things sometimes.
And how do you know when you've finished?
When I'm satisfied with it.
Thank you guys for watching. This is our little family, and pottery is our passion. We hope you guys enjoyed our video. Subscribe to see more pottery related content. See you guys next time.